Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Silly P. These are mods for Friday the 3rd of June. Updates for Friday the 3rd, we have got the Gportal RBS by AgrarDesignAustria, the Gelderland map by Siep and Dutch Landscape, the TLX Phoenix series by 82 Studio, the Fendt 500 Vario Gen 3 by Moose Agrar, and the Holorus Jumbo by Holkenborg, Fendt 1035 and Luke. So, that's the updates. Moving on. Actually, we'll start here. I was saying moving on. I was going to go and do something else, but we'll start here. This is the small chicken coop series right in front of it. 5x3, 7.04 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. It's by Piese. It will use 16 slots, hold 60 chickens. They are running through the building itself, but that's not a problem. Dialogue box comes up just here for your 60, and you can load and unload and stuff now, can't you? Which is pretty cool. It's really nicely detailed, actually. Your feed goes in here, and your eggs pallets will spawn just there. But it's really nice. Not huge, doesn't take up a lot of space. Did I say it was 21,000 to buy? You'll find it under build mode, you'll find it under animals and chickens. Very nice indeed. Small chicken coop 5x3 by Piese. Next we've got this. Now this is one of those weird things that I never knew we needed. This is the pipe control for forage harvesters by ModPassion. 10.91 megabytes download. This converts and adds into the mix, if you have the mod, the base game forage harvesters, the Class Jaguar, the Fendt Katana, John Deere 9000 series, New Holland FR78, and the Krone Big X 1180. And what it does, it gives you the option, when you open the pipe and you put up next to a trailer or anything like that, the pipe normally will automatically swing to whatever trailer it's closest to or object that it will allow it to unload into. Obviously, in the real world, I think in the real world you do have a certain amount of automation to it, but the driver normally controls where the pipe is in relation to the cart that's unloading it, that kind of thing. So it gives you the option to immerse yourself a little bit more and go for manual adjustment. If you go into forage harvesters and we scroll along, you'll see there it says at the bottom of each one of those, pipe control for harvesters mod. If you click on any one of those, the slot count, weirdly, the slot counts are identical for all of them, apart from the TerraTrack, which is less than the standard in-game one. I don't know why, but not that it matters, but it's not like the slot counts are through the roof or anything for them. So you've got short pipe manual, middle pipe manual, long pipe manual. Now, not all of them have the middle pipe. Some have a short pipe, long pipe, some, you know. And then you've got automatic, middle pipe, automatic, long pipe. So if you still want to stick with an automatic, you can do. But if you want to go for a manual pipe, you absolutely can. Then all the other options are there for the harvesters that are in, on the standard ones. And then all you do is when you hop in it and start it up, we've got pipe in and pipe out. Now that's there if you've got it on automatic. But if for manual, I want to unfold harvester, which does the pipe, and then L1 and right stick, I've then got my control for up and down and swinging left and right myself. So when you're in the field, especially if you're on multiplayer, like I say, if you want to add that bit of immersion in, you absolutely can. And the one thing I did find with this one, if you bring it all the way down here, it goes all the way, and you get, it does that, and it kind of clips through the cab. I don't think it's supposed to, but it does. But regardless, obviously you probably wouldn't take it that far if you're on manual anyway. But yeah, so like I say, it's not something I ever thought, it's never crossed my mind. It's always been automatic, and I just thought, But anyway, so if you want to go immersive and you want to go for manual pipe on your forage harvesters, you absolutely can. That's by ModPassion. Next we've got these. We've got the Pertinger NovaAlpin pack. This is by AgrarDesignAustria. 10.77 megabytes download. They're 5 slots each. We've got 2. They're both front mowers, but I've got that one on the back. We've got the 2.6 meter and 3 meter. The 301 and the 261, isn't it? Yeah. So 2.6 metre, 3 metre on the back. You'll find them under tools and mowers. If I can ever get there. There we go. 12 grand for the 2.6 metre, 15 grand for the 3 metre. 45 horsepower required, 55 horsepower required. You've got Attacher B and Attacher T. I mean, they're both attached. I've got them both on the same vehicle, so it doesn't matter which one you go for, but you've got both of those there. And then we've got mower covers. You can have bright yellow 2, dark yellow, and dark yellow 2. Those are your options. Same on both of the mowers. We hop in, start ourselves up. Let's go to the front mower, unfold mower. Nice sound effects. What we also have is the ability, actually switch to the back mower as well, unfold that one. Under R1 and right stick side to side, we can move the mower over ever so slightly. It's one of those things, if you're doing fence lines and stuff like that, or whatever it might be, and you don't want to get your tractor too close to whatever it is you're doing, you can just adjust it ever so slightly on either one. The other one does it as well. And I mean, they mow because they're mowers, they do exactly that. I do like with a lot of the new mowers now, when you get them, you used to get it a little bit in FS19, but a lot of them now, the skirts on the mower as you're driving, when they fold up as well when I was driving, they're kind of fluttering in the breeze as you go. I think that's really cool. These are designed to be lightweight, they're designed for Alpine work really, so you can put them on smaller tractors and that kind of stuff. A little bit of vibration on the PTO there as well. There you go. That's the Pöttinger NovaAlpin pack by AgrarDesignAustria. So that one off. Next up, we have got the JCB Agri Loadall by RossN mods, which is this one just here. It is 11.85 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. It's very, very similar to the standard in-game JCB, but it has a whole load more options available. So if we have a look at it first in here, we go to our telehandlers. We go across to the JCB. So JCB Agri Pro, 108 grand, 12 slots. What did I say this one was? 13, so only one slot more. Go across the end there. You'll notice the attach on the front's different. There's some subtle differences. Price is exactly the same. Slot count's one more. The other one is 145 horsepower. This goes 125 to 145 horsepower. We have quite a lot more options as we go down here than the standard in-game one has. So we've got the optional Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mattxjs, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. On Trelleborg, got standard and wide. Michelin, standard and wide. I do like the standard, that's what one I went for. Under Continental, just standard. Mattxjs, standard and wide. BKT, just standard. Vredestein, wide. Nokian, communal, and back to Trelleborg. We've got design 53170 or 54170. I'll be honest, I couldn't see any difference other than the decal on the side changes from 53170 to 54170. Yeah, I couldn't see any other changes to it than that. High beacon, low beacon are your options. Then we've got design standard, Q-fit. So the Q-fit is the one the other version comes with, the standard in-game one. That's the standard telehandler attacher, but go for Q-fit or standard. Then we've got engine setup. So we've got 125 horsepower, the Agri Plus. We've got the Agri Super at 145. On with variable transmission, we've got the Agri Pro, which is what the game comes standard with, the Agri Pro. And then the Agri Plus, Agri Super, Agri Pro. Yeah, 145 horsepower. Then we've got main colour. Anything on this palette? pick whatever your favourite colour is. If you want to be a JCB die-hard, stay on JCB, you can. Then we've got rim colour, matte grey, black. We've got a chrome on there, and then your regular colour palette. And then we've got license plate option 2. As far as the actual vehicle itself, horn, I went for the low beacon, the door, where are we? Top of the door opens and closes. Let's say it's just a few more options really. I love that tyre tread. So that's the Michelin standard, isn't it? Lighting, everything works exactly the same way. And there we have it, really. Same price, same slot count. Very nice indeed. So, the JCB Agri Loadall by RossN Mods. Next. Oh, we've got Fords. But don't tell anyone. I love these. I absolutely love these. This is the Lizard 10 series by John Deere 2450 and Mattxjs, 44.28 megabytes download. We've got a 4-cylinder and we've got a 6-cylinder. The 4-cylinder is 20 slots, the 6-cylinder is 24 slots. I'll be honest, there's a reason why I really like the 6-cylinder, but the 4-cylinder, I prefer the short, stubby. I saw one of these just, less than a week ago when I was away. And I love them. They're really nicely made. They look fantastic. Yes, it says Lizard on it, but if you put in Ford 7610 or Ford 7810 online, you'll get these. This is what comes up. They're fantastic. So you'll find them under small tractors. The 4-cylinder is 38 grand for the base model. Slot counts come down to 1 for each of them. Strangely, the 4-cylinder has way more tyre options than the 6-cylinder. I don't know why that's strangely, but it is. Anyway, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Bat Trelleborg. We've got standard 2, standard 3, wide 2, flotation tyres, flotation 2, rear twins 2, rear twins 3, narrows, narrow 2, narrow 3. Again, I'm not going to read out all of them, but you see what I mean. Then we go to Michelin. Continental, Mitas, BKT. Weirdly, the BKT only has narrows, which is odd because the BKTs normally have the bigger, sort of chunkier. Vredestein, Bat Trelleborg. Mudguards, yes or no? Beacon, left, right, both, or not, and then we've got also low as well. Right, both. So if you want just lower than the roof. Or off, then we've got exhaust, original, no muffler, or you've got a no muffler stainless. Extra work lights, you've got original or you've got extra work lights. Front, rear, both. Then we've got attachers, 0 kilo, 80, 200. 280, 360, 440, 520, 600, back to 0. Front loader attacher, quick power, no. Engine setup, 68 horsepower, 76 horsepower, 84 horsepower, 94 horsepower, 105 horsepower. That's pretty good, 105 horsepower. And it's still only sitting at 48 grand. Love it. Design colour is for front loader attacher. So at the moment, if I'm on that, and we change that to yellow. So your design colour is for a front loader attacher. If you don't pick front loader attacher, you don't need to worry about adjusting that. And then we've got a license plate option. Now, if we go to the 6-cylinder, you'll see, as far as configurations go, original or ivory Jubilee. Now, that's kind of weird timing, isn't it? This weekend marks the 70th anniversary of the coronation of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in the UK, which is, I mean, it's an amazing achievement. Anyway, she's the first British monarch in history to achieve a platinum jubilee, which I think is just astounding. 70 years of, well, rule, I guess, but service to. And my wife has watched a load of stuff about Queen Elizabeth II. I've watched a few bits here and there, and she does so much stuff. And what I love as well is kind of, I say, off camera, when she's not doing official sort of duty, she's got a wicked sense of humour as well, and it's brilliant. I would urge you, if there's anything ever pops up on Queen Elizabeth II, watch it. She's an amazing woman. I know that people are either royalists or they're not, and that kind of thing. But so in the UK and in the what used to be the Commonwealth, a lot of Commonwealth countries still hold her in very high regard. Australia, I don't know if Canada are going to be doing any. Jubilee celebrations started on Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday here in the UK, and this one's got a Jubilee edition. So there you go. So I went for the Jubilee edition, obviously. Same tyre options, companies, but we've got wide, flotation, rear twin, twin, narrows, standard. So we haven't got the flotation 1, 2, 3, narrow 1, 2, 3. You know, we've just got fairly standard sets: standard, wide, flotation, rear twin, twin, narrow, back to standard, and that's pretty much the same on all of them as we go through. I don't think the other one, the 4-cylinder, had. Oh, that hasn't got twins. Yeah, it didn't have twins all round, did it? It had rear twins. So yeah, there's a few different tyre options on here. Beacons, same. Actually, no. Oh, there we go, yeah. Beacon, I was going to say, hang on a minute. Yep, so beacon options are the same. Exhaust is the same. Sits a bit further forward on the 6-cylinder. Extra work lights, mud guards. All the others, I think, are pretty much the same. Apart from engine size, starts at 105 horsepower, 136 horsepower. Those are two options on that. So you've got 136 or 105. For the 136 horsepower, it's an extra £6,000, which again is not too bad. 62,500 we're looking at. Design colour again is for the front loader and license plate option. Let's hop in one, shall we? So we have got under L1, R1 and left stick side to side, the rear window, half window, nice animation on the latch being opened, folding up right out of the way. We've then got right stick side to side, does the left door, right stick up and down, does the right door. So you can have the doors open if you want. I just love the look of them. I think they're awesome. I think I'm with flotations on this one. Slightly yellowed on the lights as well. I like it when modders do that on the older tractors. They're just really nice looking tractors. Yeah. And then the 6-cylinder. Much more throaty engine note on this one. Same options under L1, R1. Left stick side to side, does the rear window. And then same thing with the doors on it too. Interior. So you've got your tortoise and your hare on the dash. You see that, the lights. Lovely. Lovely. Now I'm pretty sure the Jubilee edition was silver. The only ones I can find pictures of was for the silver Jubilee. And the Jubilee edition on these was the silver colour. But anyway, regardless. There we go. I spent too much time on those because I like them. The Lizard 10 series by John Deere 2450 and Mattxjs. Moving on from here. We've got this. We've got more madness from Mantrid. I love it. This is the Tree Be Gone, 1.07 megawatts download, 3 slots on console. It's a 3 meter wide tree remover. I know we had the T-Rex 600 returned the other day. If you don't want trees at all, you don't want any wood chips, you just literally want them gone as quickly as possible, this may well be the kiddie for you. This is insane. But it's insanely good. I love it. You'll find it under Tools and Forestry. On the end there, 42 grand, 3 meters wide, requires 200 horsepower. It's designed to go on the Prinoth, but it'll work with anything with a 3-point link as long as you've got the horsepower. Beacon style, none. Design 1, design 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Few different ones. I like the kind of goldfish bowl ones. Where were they? Those. Anyway, main colour, anything on that palette, and we've got satins and all various different options, like shiny and then flat coloured if you want to. Design colour, again, flat colours on there if you want to. Blade drum colour, at the moment it's on silver steel. I think I went with galvanised. I just thought it looked a little more, you know, aggressive, like it's, you know, I don't know. The bits on here that are left are black, you can change those as well. Let's go, say, with pink, just so they stand out a little bit. And those are your options. And what I will say is, raise and lower it. Beacons, if you've got the beacons on, you can put the beacons on. We'll do the tree first. Let's turn it on. Let's put the lights on. Lower it down. Now, it doesn't dig up the ground or anything like that. Now, that's interesting. This when I first tried it was just drive forward, bomb, done. Oh, that's wasn't expecting that. Maybe this was a placed tree, not a planted one. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still getting rid of them really quickly. There we go, look. Tree stumps gone already. As far as tree stumps go, I've got one left that's been bugging me for a while, so what we'll do, let's drop that down. What's this? Oh, thank you very much, tree stump, you're not required. There you go. You might get a momentary pause and it's just pop gone. For some reason, yeah, these placed ones that weren't part of the map. I mean, yeah, to be fair. So if you're on a map, you're doing a forestry map, you want to clear it, there are quite a few different options available now to be able to do that very quickly, this being one of them. Tree stump's gone as well. So that's it, that's the Tree Be Gone by Mantrid. Very cool indeed. While we're on the subject of trees, we'll move on to the next mod, shall we? And it's this. This is the Ponz Harvester Pack. This is by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, 34.46 megabytes download. We have got the Cobra, the Ergo 6-wheel, the Ergo 8-wheel, and the Ergo 8-wheel active frame. I've gone for the Ergo 8-wheel active frame. I'll be honest, that one is the Ergo 8-wheel. I can't tell what's different. There might have been a little bit more twist to this one. I went over some of this kind of rough stuff where the water is and over the edges. Maybe there's a little bit more flex on this one. But anyway, really nicely detailed. Ton of options available. We've got all various different protection pipe work and protection bars and grids and you name it. I love the fact as well we've got the option of changing the colour of the tracks. On each one they're slightly different. Some you've got the option to change the colour of the rear section tracks and the chains. Some it does both at the same time. We've also got an option on this, what you'll see when we get in it, for loading and unloading. We can raise and lower that just out of the way before it's unfolded. So if you're loading onto a low loader or something like that, you can raise it up, get onto the low loader and raise it back down again to avoid damage. We've got a few different tree harvesters about in-game already. I realise that. But this is rather nice. As far as prices go, there's the standard Cobra just there. These are what did I say, 26 slots, 28 slots, 26 slots, 26. So yeah, 28 being the highest, 26 being the lowest. Standard in game 17. But if we go on to the end, you'll see the standard Cobra is 455 grand. The Ergo 6 wheels, 420. The Ergo 8 wheels, 455. And the Ergo 8 wheel active frame is 485, which was the one I went for. Like I said, options are pretty much the same on all of them. It does come down to, where are we? Its main colour, yeah, here where it says bands and chains. Bands are the tracked bits and chains are the chains on the wheels. That one does bands and chains together. I'm pretty sure one of these it only does, or it does them separately. There you go. So bands and chains are separate on that, so you can do them separately because you've got a larger front wheel and the smaller at the rear. Other than that, pretty sure all of the options are the same. So let's have a look. We've got the option under knock-in. We've got Forest King F2s, trailer balls. We've got Twin Forestry 428 SBs. We've then got 422 SBs, and then we've got TM2000 specials. Under Olisfors, we've got Pro Grip F, plus EcoTrack, Evo Baltic, EX, Kovacs, Magnum, and then we've got EcoTrack across the whole lot. Evo Baltic, EX, Kovacs, Magnum, and then back to Pro Grip F. So a few different options on those. What I will do is go to that. Window tinting, black, yellow, or no. Hood protection, puts the grill on the front. Hood protection 2 puts those. They're like branch cutters. Well, say branch cutters, yeah. But they are kind of. It's stop branches hitting the screen. Out the front, or no. Lower protection puts a bar around the front there. You can just about see that popping on and off down at the front of the lower part of the cab. Exhaust protection around this side puts a big chunky old bar around there just to get a bit of protection from your exhaust. Hydraulic block protection, that's over this side. Let's see if we can get a better view on that. Just puts it around the hydraulic block. Crane extra lights, you can have some extra lights on there. Why not? Might as well have them. Window protection puts the grill over the window. That's when you reverse driving direction using the crane itself. Main colour option, ton of options on here. Let's just go for, let's say for example, let's go for man red. That's your main colour. Processor colour is the harvester head. Let's go for green, that stands out, there we go. Then bands and chains colour. There's a stainless steel option, which I went for. I thought the metallic looked really nice on there. But again, you can pick whatever colour you want, you know, if you're feeling a bit saucy. Rim colour, again, pick what you like on the rim colour. If you want to go metallic or you want to go mix and match, you absolutely can. Those are your options on the harvester. So as far as operation goes, let's start up. We're on control group crane at the moment. Like I said, if I do L1 and right stick up and down, I can raise and lower that while it's still folded for loading and unloading onto vehicles, whatever you want to do. You can absolutely do that. If I press triangle, we've got control group open door, so we can open and close the door. And then I'll press it again, let's go back to control group crane. So then what we're going to do is unfold the crane arm, like so. We have the ability to change the cut length in ½ metre increments all the way up to 25 metres. So if I do L1 and triangle, we'll see it go all the way up, goes all the way up to 25 metres, then back to 0 again, there we go, and then ½ metre increments. I'll go up to about 7. Yeah, that'll do. We can turn on the harvester head now. It does say on these as well that the different ones do different size trees, or they're designed to. The Cobra and Ergo 6 wheel are supposed to thin to medium thick tree trunks. The Ergo 8 wheel and Ergo 8 wheel active frame do thin to very thick tree trunks apparently. So if I turn, well, let's put the lights on first. If I put that on and let's open that, turn on the crane head. So they're supposed to do large ones. Crane options or operations are pretty much the same. L1, right stick side to side, up and down. R1, side to side, up and down. Then L1, R1, rotation of the crane head that way. But with left stick, we've got the tilt of the crane head, so you can pick stuff up off the ground if it's fallen, if it drops, if it's dead stand, or say dead stand, if it's dead fallen, so you can tilt the head and you can pick them up like that, which I think is wonderful. I like that as well. There we go. What else have we got as an option? Oh yeah, L1, R1, change driving direction. Why did this happen before? There we go. I obviously just knocked the cruise control down. See, that's weird. Why is it not going the speed it should be? So, interior, we've got this view first. We've then got this view. Not sure, I can't get that to change at all, no matter what mode I do. But then we've got this one. This is the one I think is most useful. So when you are doing your tree harvesting, if you want to go for a more kind of in-cab experience, I say in-cab, I know we're using an exterior crane. But I like that as an option. And then it's just, yeah, your regular tree harvesting. There's not really much else to say other than that. I think I've shown the bits and bobs that I need to show. Is that closed again? There we go, it had. Keeps closing. And operates pretty much the same way that they normally do. So if we go for that one again. Yeah, I do like that. It's sort of semi-immersive. Let's go with that. It's not quite external, but it's actually a good view as well. You can see pretty well what you're doing. Yeah. So there we go. And that's the Ponz Harvester Pack by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. Turn that off. Next we're going to go to... Oh yeah. We've got this monster. This is the John Deere 2410 by J.AModding. It's 19.21 megawatts download, 13 slots on console. This is a 16.7 meter plow. It's a beastie. It's one of the larger plows we've got in game. I know there's the mod that will convert cultivators to be able to plow, but as a standalone kind of plow in its own right, yeah, 16.7 meters. It's a bit of a beast. You'll find this under plows. 85 grand. It's not cheap, but you know, for that size, why would it be? 320 horsepower. Will run at 9 miles per hour. There are no options available. You get it in John Deere, green and yellow. Let's hop in to. It had to be a John Deere, didn't it? I guess. Let's unfold it. Nice unfold animation. Nice sound effects. And away we go at 9 miles per hour. Now, a lot of people ask, and still do, it will not allow you to fold like you used to with the fast farming. However, because people keep asking me, oh, can you fast farm with this? Can you fast farm with that? Now, there are certain vehicles, I think some of the TLX ones, some of the TLX pickups do, because they have rear hitches, but also there are a few drawbar mods as well. If you put a drawbar mod on here and then hook up to the drawbar mod, if it hooks up to the drawbar mod, sometimes it will bypass it and still hook up lower, but if it attaches to the drawbar mod, you can raise the drawbar but not raise that, and you can sometimes get away with fast farming. I'm just putting it out there. You can. People know you can. I'm not encouraging being naughty, but you can. This also gives you the option to allow create fields, so you can make your own fields, extend your fields, whatever you want to do. But at 16.7 meters, I'll tell you what, it's not going to take long to get the work done. And there we go. That's the John Deere 2410 by J.AModding, which brings me on to the last of the mods for Friday the 3rd of June. This is being recorded on Saturday morning. And as of Saturday morning, we have had another, a map. Yeah, kind of, it is a map, really. We've got the Lintrack Super Cup by Creative Mesh. I'm going to be doing a video on that later on. So let's move on to the last of the mods, shall we? And it's these. I thought I'd leave the most complicated to last. Of course, it's an 82 Studio mod. The ones that have the most options and, bonkers amounts. This is the MACK Superliner X. It's a lovely, lovely mod with some brilliant, brilliant options. I like it. Anyway, it's 39.4 megabytes download. 21 slots for the first one. As I said, it's by 82 Studio. It will go up to, you've got the option to go up to 1,685 horsepower. That's a lot of horses. Anyway, I've got various different options on these here. I've got a standard short wheelbase. I've got a longer. What's nice about this pack as well, if you go for the rigid back, this is compatible with the TLX Phoenix rigid back. So if you've got that mod installed as well, you can hook up to the backs as part of the TLX Phoenix pack, which is great. And then we've got a double sleeper bed with scoop. And so now the thing about this is with a lot of the 82 Studio mods is one change of a parameter in the settings can adjust others. By that, what I mean is, if you haven't got a sleeper cab or double sleeper cab, you don't get, even if you click on the option for the scoop, there's nowhere for it to go. So there are certain things that will appear or won't appear depending on other options you pick. So again, I will put this out there. I've said it before. I may miss an option. I may miss something because there are quite a few. If I do, I apologise. What I have noticed with these, it doesn't have so many options. Once you've bought it and you get into the vehicle, it doesn't have all the rolling up and down windows and adjustment of, you know, lights and directions, that kind of thing. That is fairly, say, standard. I can cope with. Let's just put it that way. But they look just amazing. Like, there are some really, really nice options on these as well. I went for a more kind of stealth, say stealth, apart from the massive US flag and eagle on it, but you know, stealth to a degree. Let's go up and have a look. This is under trucks. Scroll across to there, the MACK Superliner Series X, 118,200. Not mega expensive. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than standard TLX Phoenix. I did also, the TLX Phoenix had a couple of updates recently, and I missed one of the updates. One of the updates was it added in the TLX Phoenix Agro work, which has got crawler tracks on the back, and it's got the TLX, all three of them, but a lower engine sound. So if you're finding the engine sound too loud, it's got a lower engine sound on it as well. That was an update a while ago, so apologies that I missed that. But anyway, let's go on to this. So slot count comes down from 21 to 1. Let's click on it. So we've got standard configuration, we have got extension 1, extension 2, extension 3. I mean, that's mad. Coffin sleeper 2. Rigid. So if you're going for the rigid backs that are part of the TLX Phoenix pack, you want the rigid X2. There is a rigid X3 as well. X position, which puts the rounded mud guards on the back as well. And then back to standard again. We've got wheel brand, Continental, Phoenix, Trilex, Vintage, Vredestein, and Nokian, back to Continental. If we go Continental, we've got standard 2, heavy duty, back to standard. Phoenix, we've got chrome decals on the inside, white decals, black decals, chrome spikes, white spikes, black spikes, heavy duty 2, and then back to chrome decals again. Yep. Under Trilex, we've got Trilex Style Black, Trilex Style White, Trilex Style Chrome, back to Trilex Style. Vintage, Standard, Black Centre Cap, Heavy Duty, Nokian, Long Nuts Black, Spikes, Spikes Blackened, back to Standard. Vredestein, Agricultural, I do like this. Agricultural 2, Agricultural 3, Nokian, I think did I go for the Nokians on one of them? I'm sure I did. Maybe on both, or all three of them. Agricultural 2. The Agricultural Standard has twins on the back. Agricultural 2, or Jules, whatever you call it, Julies. Big old chunky tyres on that. And then back to Continentals again. Special editions, we've got the Silver Bee, we've got Black Bell, we've got Sad Bell, we've got Copperfection, or off, so if you want to go for one of those special editions, you can. Exhaust, we've got standard, twin straight with flappers, twin straight angled, twin stacks, size those things, twin stacks high, back to standard. Bumper, we've got quite a few on this. We've got standard, bumper 1, 2, bumper 2, bumper 2, 2, bumper 3, 2, bumper 4, bumper 5, I do like these ones, bumper 5.2, bumper 5.3, bumper 5.4, bumper 5.5, bumper 5.6, bumper 5.7, bumper 5.8, bumper 5.9, bumper 5.10, back to standard, quite a few bumper options on there, as you can see. Mudguards, this is on the back, no, standard, mudguard 1, mudguard 2, 3, 4, main, so this is the colours, main colour, 3, 4, design colour, 2, 3, 4, or no. Lighting, no or yes. Then chicken lights with logo. So we go for no. You see around the side of the, not the exhausts. Mine's gone blank. Anyway, you see the lights just appear on those. I couldn't find logo. I didn't know where the logo was. Anyway, but anyway, it has it on there. Add-ons, we've got headache rack with lights, headache rack with not strobe lights but rotating lights. Headache rack 4 has both on there. Rack 2, air wing. Now that's what I'm talking about. Unless you've gone with the sleeper cab. So if we go up to configuration, where are we? There we go. So as soon as you go to that option and you've got air wing, if I take that off and we go for rack 2, air wing will put it on top of the sleeper cab. Air wing with rack 1, air wing with rack 2, no. So you need a sleeper cab for the air wing. Visors, standard, drop visor on main colour, drop visor on design colour, back to standard. Vinyls, I like that one a lot. Design 2, design 3, 4, no. We'll go with one of those just because it will give you, as you can see, for the colour options. Engine setup. So 485 horsepower, 600 horsepower, 685 horsepower, 1,685 horsepower. That's awesome, isn't it? Superliner X MP10 Spec X. Cabin colour. Now, again, with A2 Studio, whole ton of options from a standard sort of gloss, more of a, let's say, satin, a flatter satin, or matte, it says new aged. So a few different options on those. Then we've got cabin details, does the other colour. So let's go with, for example, that. Then we've got metals. So the metallic parts, we've got chrome affections, copper affection. Let's put a copper affection on so you can see all the parts that are metallic on there have switched to that. If we go to aluminium, for example, so you can fiddle around with those. The frame, again, we can switch that out, change the frame color. Again, pick whichever one you want. Rim color, stainless steel, dark steel, aluminium, chrome, polished, chrome affection, copper affection, whatever you want to go for. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. Quite a few to be getting on with, quite a lot to be looking at. So like I say, I went for short standard attacher with headache rack and lights and strobes, rotating beacons as a kind of pickup sort of type thing. This one I went for the rigid. I love the sound of it as well. When you start it up, we have got the option for jake brake on or off. Let's back up and I'll show you. It will attach to the regular TLX Phoenix backs. I like that look. That's lovely lorries. So if you don't like the jake brake, L1 and X, no jake brake anymore. And now one thing I have found, and it could be again one of the options, if I go L1 and right stick side to side, I'm not getting anything happen. Oh, hang on. Up and down, this is for the back. I can adjust that down, open it out, close it down. So that's up and down. But L1 and right stick side to side, and I found on the other ones as well, I can't work out what it does. I thought it adjusted the fifth wheel, but I haven't been able to get it to work on the other ones. There's no doors or windows. Like I said, it's fairly straightforward in that there's no... It's got to be another option. So L1, R1, and right stick side to side. I can't work out if anything is actually moving. It could be because some of them have got lights on the headache racks and those kind of things. There could be options for those as well. But interior on these, I mean, everything is just detailing is astounding. Horn. That should be on a ship. But the chicken lights, we go like that, turn those on. Depending what options you've gone for, which bumper options, those kind of things. Now, something it does also say is that the rear, it's got rear hitches. I'm going to read this out if I can find it. It says hidden rear hitch visible only when in use. Now, I've backed each one of these up to various different implements and things, and I haven't got a trailer hitch come up on any one of them. I'm not sure why. It says it has got a hidden trailer hitch, but I couldn't find it. Actually, what I want to do now, L1, R1, rotate. There we go. Right, so the lights on the back of there, L1, R1, that's what I'm saying about it depends on which one you've got. L1, R1 and right stick side to side. You see the lights on the top swinging round? So we can swing those round, so that one does that. Although they seem to be all over the place now. Oh, so one faces one way, one faces the other. That's interesting. I like that a lot. Turn the lights off. So which one was it? L1, R1, no. L1. Oh, so that one, it hasn't got those other options. That's because it had the back on it. So yeah, there's a whole load of options. They look fantastic. They sound fantastic. The horns are crazy. There's going to be something to please everyone. There's so many different options and so many different things. And like I say, if I've missed an option, I do apologise. There are so many different things that will affect others. And strangely, I'm kind of drawn to this one. I don't know why. I think because it's all black, and then when you turn all the lights on, and these will go up to 96 miles an hour. They will not hang about, and with 1,685 horsepower to play with, they should be able to pull a planet. At least knock a planet out of orbit anyway, off its axis, something like that. So there you go. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous. So that's the MACK Superliner X by 82 Studio. Sorry, I'm having a funny 5 minutes. That's the mods for Friday the 3rd of June. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.